Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian Report. I want to start with CBA. We may have a look at another bank and then move on to the ASX. So with CBA here on the monthly chart, we've got a very clear structure here to work with in terms of wave 3 here, wave 4 here, wave 1 and 2 and 3 here, an A and a B and a C here for wave 4. So what I want to talk about is this from wave B here to wave C here, and this should finish pretty much in line with the US markets as well. So let's go in and have a look at this on the daily chart from B to C here. We're counting 5 waves in wave C coming down. So from wave B here down to wave C here, let me just open this up a little bit here. So we're counting 5 waves in terms of wave 1 and 2 here, and then down for wave 1 and 2 of one smaller degree, and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 3, and then we're looking for wave 4. I mean, wave 4 normally comes back and breaks the trend channel. That's what it likes to do, but it didn't do it here. And the other point here that I've made before is that in the guideline of alternation with corrective waves, normally we have wave 2s here as simple and then wave 4s here as complex, but we've got it around the other way now. So we've got wave 2 that's complex here and wave 2 that's complex here. It's taken a lot more time. There's a lot more price action in here than in wave 1 here. So we can label these complicated, and we can label these wave 4s here as simple. Now, are they too simple? I'm not sure. The other point here too is that from the top of wave 2 here down to the low of wave 3 here, minor degree 3 here, we've already pulled back out to our 38.2% retracement level, and we've done it in an A and a B and a C wave here as well. Okay, so we're at a level, so it's sort of okay to put it here. I mean, even though it's small and so on and so on, we just need to be a little bit mindful of that. So what we're looking at here now, and this would be the same as the US market, so I'm kind of okay with this actually. So we're looking at 5 waves down here. That 5th wave may not have finished. There may be one more little push down here, but either way, we'll look for wave 2 to come back, which we're looking for now in the indices, and then wave 3, wave 4 and wave 5 to make a new low here to make this wave 5 here. Oops, daisy. Put this in here, so to speak, here, and then we've got our low in place here, and we may have that low in place for the indices as well. So that's what we're looking at. So pretty much Friday across the planet, we're looking at this little move up through here as an ABC correction. So there'll be a lot of short trades coming into this 3rd wave here. Yeah, so just on the hourly chart to look at this here, because we've been looking at it on an hourly and a tick chart and working this. So we can look at it as an A and a B and a C wave here, and then this little move down through here. I haven't actually pulled it apart. I mean, I can see that this is wave 1 in here, wave 2 here, and wave 3 here. I don't know if this is 4 and 5 finishing here. It may pull down further into this space here, but what I can say is that we don't have to worry about it, because what we're looking for here when it does come into play here is we're looking for a little, wherever it comes in, as an A and a B and a C. This stock likes to cover its gap, so we'll cover this gap in here. But yeah, an ABC pattern and then pulling down from there. So pretty much you just have to wait for that rally, and this is what we'll do on the indices, on all the indices as well, and then we just draw a line through here, and then you can go short from that breach there, or you can sell it at the 61.8% if you understand that we've got an A wave, a B wave and a C wave, and there'll be 5 waves in that C wave there, and sure, you can start building don't shovel it all in at one hit here, but start to build it in at different levels and use your price on the side here as support and resistance in horizontal lines. This move coming down through here in 5 waves down through here, so So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here will be pretty much the same as other banks as well. I won't look at WBC because it's pretty much the same, but we can have a look at ANZ. So ANZ's got a slightly different count, but we've been counting down from 1 and 2 here, and then all the way down for wave 3, an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave for wave 4. So once again here, we're actually short in this here, as you may know, but we're looking down for 1 here, back for 2, probably to cover the gap, which we're going to hold through, and down for 3, 4 and 5 coming into this space here. So that's sort of where we are with the banks, and of course the banks pretty much govern the ASX unless there's some really hard and fast news in terms of gold or oil or something like that, then that will control that for the day. But generally the banks take up more of the index. So to the ASX. Okay, so I'm a little bit unsure of this count within here, but what I am looking at is, so don't pay attention to this A and this B here, but what I am looking at here is this move down here is 1 and back for 2, 3, 4, 5. There could be more to this, but this much I'm okay with. So might just cut through to the hourly chart here where we've been mucking around with this. So I'll just squash this up so you can see this a bit. So we went through the A, the B, and the C, and we got most of this quite well actually. And then we've been counting down from here. Let me just check on that for a second. That's not quite right here. I was just adjusting that there. That goes there. Not that's a big deal, but basically we've got 5 waves down through to here, which we're looking at, and we're looking at an A wave and a B wave and a C wave back to the 5700. It may not get back to the 5700, okay? So be mindful of that. Once again, it's important to look at this. We'll go up to 5650, and then we'll have a reaction from there, and then we'll have another push up. So we may only come back up to the 4th wave of 1 lesser degree or roundabouts there, so that 5672. But if the market trades above, look, basically after the A wave is finished, which is 2/3 of the way through now, once that's finished, and then we'll get our B wave here, okay, and then we'll get the C wave. So when this C wave goes up here, if you can count it into 5 waves, that's fine. You can look to short it, higher up here. But otherwise, once it's up here in the C wave, and then it finds the 5650 as the retested resistance, then you can short it from that point there as well. And obviously build in under the 56 here as well, because we'll be looking at the 3rd wave coming down. So the 3rd wave here should be longer and stronger than wave 1 here, so it's quite a good opportunity to to build into short positions here as well. So yeah, let me just go to the tick chart here for a moment. So yeah, from wave C here, 1 and 2, all the way for 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for that. And then we're just building up here now for the ABC. So we want to get somewhere up into this space here. And the S&P 500 and so on will be doing much the same thing at this point here as well. So we can look for, once that hits the 56, it may go a tad higher, it may go a tad lower here, but I'll just put it on the line here so we can look at this here being some sort of retracement level here, and it may not even pull back this far as well, but and I can't draw on this side of the tick chart either, unfortunately. So we can look at this like this here. Yeah, it may not even come up that far, so just be mindful of that. So we want to draw a line from that low there to the bottom of the B line and through there, and then you can short at that point. If you can see the 5 waves up here, that's fine. If I've made a mistake with all of this and we get support on 5,700, then I've made a mistake, and then we need to be on the bullish side of the market. But while we're under the 5.7 and testing this, then we're bearish at that point. Okay, let's have a look at the rest of Asia, starting with China. So with China here, just on the 4-hour chart, we're still working through this triangle pattern here, and we were looking for a move up into this box. Now we're looking for a move back down into for wave D here, and then we'll still need the ABC for wave E here, and then we can look to short down this side here. Okay, so that's still playing out, and while that's playing out, we can have a look at Hong Kong. So with Hong Kong, we were looking at from wave 3 here, we're looking at an A wave here, an A, B, and C here for the B wave, and then 5 waves up here for the C wave of wave 4, and so on. And now we're looking to the downside. So now we can also look here too at this in terms of coming back into this space here, a rally back into here. Just move this, and we need, oops, did I move the wrong thing? Doesn't matter. And then we can copy that here again. We can look for this move up through here. There's an A and a B and a C wave here, and then shorting again through that point there. Okay, and we can label this here as, copy this as wave 1, wave 2. Okay, so that's Hong Kong, and let's have a look at Japan. So with Japan, I'm not quite sure how to label the bigger picture either, but there's 2 counts for that, but it shouldn't really concern us at this particular stage. So what we're looking at here is the same thing from wave B here. We're looking at wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So this move down here should be in 5 waves now, so we can look for a move back roughly to the 22,000. I'll just go to the hourly chart here. I haven't done a lot of work on these this morning, so it's a bit tricky to do everything. So we're looking at, just bear with me here, we're looking at some sort of rally here as well, and we can look at that in terms of, so I think all the markets are pretty much dancing, wobbling together. That's the 50-60% retracement level for those 5 waves, so that's all cool, that's there. So we just have to wait for this rally, that's all, and then we're on the short side. Of course, you can trade it to the upside. And we also want to put that line across the AB here to the low and the B wave here, wherever that B wave is. And of course, the Nifty's going to be pretty much the same in its sort of own way. So once again, I know that the move up here as an A and a B and a C is corrective. I just don't know if it's wave 2 or wave D here for this, but I can remove these now. I don't need these here as such. I can just sharpen those up a little bit. So we can take the top here, which is our target, the low here, and okay, so that's our move here. So I'll just leave that at that. All right. Yeah, I've got to get through a lot this morning. So look, they're all pretty much the same patterns as you can see. So a little bit of patience, and we should get a nice short trade out of this. And we'll also be looking at that with the equities as well. If I've made a mistake with some of these Asian markets here, then there may be one more little low here and then the ABC corrections. But if that low stays in place, then we're on track here. If there is one more little low, don't short it, because it will come back. It will bounce back on you, and we'll get it on that point. Alrighty. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the weekend. Cheers.